Ever felt held back by self-doubt? The audiobook, Stop Self-Doubt, The Magic of Acting Like Everything is Working in Your Favor, reveals the secret to unshakable confidence. Discover practical techniques to transform hesitation into decisive action, reframe setbacks as opportunities, and align your inner dialogue with success. Don't let self-doubt rob you of your potential. Learn to harness your inner power and create a life of continuous growth and personal triumph. Before we go on, I invite you to download the free bundle, which contains the ebook version of this book and an executive summary of all the chapters with the key takeaways. Studies show that engaging with content through multiple formats significantly enhances learning and retention. Click on the first link in the description to claim your free bundle now and maximize your learning potential. Now it's free, but it won't be for long, so make sure to grab it while you can. Chapter 1, Quiet Spark. Have you ever felt a faint glimmer of possibility within you, a subtle whisper suggesting that things could be different? That fleeting sensation, often overshadowed by doubt and uncertainty, is what we call the quiet spark. It's the ember of change, waiting to be fanned into a steady flame of self-belief and confidence. In the journey of personal growth and self-transformation, recognizing this quiet spark is the crucial first step. It's the acknowledgement that within you lies the potential for change, for growth, and for a life where everything seems to work in your favor. This spark, however faint it may seem now, is the foundation upon which we'll build a new mindset, one where self-doubt fades and unwavering confidence takes its place. As you embark on this transformative journey, it's important to understand what you can achieve even in your first read-through of this book. You'll begin to notice the initial signs of self-doubt before they escalate into full-blown insecurity. This awareness is powerful as it allows you to intervene early before negative thoughts gain momentum. You'll also learn a basic technique to redirect negative thoughts into more supportive ones. This skill, though simple at first, is the cornerstone of cognitive restructuring, a powerful tool in reshaping your mindset. As you practice this technique, you'll find yourself becoming more adept at catching and transforming self-defeating thoughts. Perhaps most importantly, you'll start to see the value in considering that outcomes can favor you. This shift in perspective, subtle as it may be, is the beginning of a profound change in how you approach life's challenges and opportunities. But what happens if you continue to nurture this quiet spark over time? The results can be transformative. With consistent practice, you'll develop a remarkable ability to intercept negative inner dialogue before it takes root. This skill alone can dramatically alter your day-to-day experience, freeing up mental energy that was once consumed by self-doubt. You'll also find greater ease in visualizing positive results. This isn't about naive optimism, but rather about training your mind to consider favorable outcomes as not just possible, but probable. As this skill develops, you'll notice a reinforcing cycle. The more you envision positive results, the more confident you become, and the more likely you are to take actions that lead to those positive outcomes. Over time, you'll cultivate a progressively stronger trust in your capacity to shape outcomes. This growing self-reliance is the antithesis of self-doubt. It's the confidence that comes from knowing you have the tools to navigate life's ups and downs, always moving towards your goals. To achieve these transformative results, there are several key steps involved. The first is recognizing your inner dialogue patterns. We all have an ongoing internal narrative, but few of us pay close attention to its content. By becoming aware of this inner voice, you gain the power to influence it. Next, you'll learn a structured process for shifting from doubt to confident expectancy. This isn't about suppressing negative thoughts, but rather about acknowledging them and then consciously choosing a more empowering perspective. This process, when practiced regularly, becomes second nature. Establishing regular mental check-ins is another crucial step. These moments of self-reflection allow you to maintain awareness of your thought patterns and make adjustments as needed. They serve as a compass, keeping you oriented towards your goal of unshakable confidence. You might wonder why we've chosen these particular steps and arranged them in this order. The answer lies in the nature of lasting change. By starting with foundational mindset shifts, we ensure that the changes you make are deep and enduring. It's about rewiring your thought patterns at their core, rather than applying superficial quick fixes. We introduce techniques gradually to prevent overwhelm. Personal growth is a journey, not a sprint. By pacing the introduction of new concepts and skills, we allow you time to integrate each one fully before moving on to the next. Each step in this process builds upon the previous one, ensuring a clear progression. This approach allows you to see tangible progress, which in turn motivates you to continue your journey. It's a self-reinforcing cycle of growth and achievement. Now, let's delve deeper into recognizing that initial flicker of possibility within you. Understanding the concept of a quiet spark is about acknowledging that change often begins with a subtle shift in perception. It's that moment when you first consider that things could be different, that you could be different. To locate these moments of inner restlessness and uncertainty, pay attention to times when you feel a vague sense of dissatisfaction with the status quo. These feelings, often dismissed as mere discontent, can be the first stirrings of your quiet spark. It's important to differentiate between meaningful discomfort and mere worry. Meaningful discomfort pushes you towards growth, while worry keeps you stuck in circular thinking. Learning to distinguish between the two is a crucial skill in nurturing your quiet spark. Accepting the possibility of change is the next vital step. This involves engaging in internal dialogue that acknowledges your potential. It's about giving yourself permission to grow, to change, to become the person you aspire to be. Affirming your right to growth is a powerful act of self-validation. It's recognizing that you, like everyone else, deserve to evolve and improve. This affirmation counters the self-limiting beliefs that often hold us back from pursuing change. As you embrace the possibility of change, you'll find yourself shifting from passive resignation to active readiness. This is where the quiet spark begins to grow into a flame. You move from merely wishing things were different to actively preparing for that difference. Setting an internal baseline is crucial for measuring your progress. This involves observing your current patterns of thought. What are the recurring themes in your inner dialogue? How do you typically respond to challenges or opportunities? Identifying where doubt typically emerges in your thought process is another important aspect of setting your baseline. Do you tend to doubt yourself when facing new challenges, or perhaps when comparing yourself to others? Recognizing these patterns is the first step in changing them. Understanding the importance of a starting point cannot be overstated. It's impossible to measure progress without knowing where you began. This baseline serves as a reference point, allowing you to recognize and celebrate your growth as you continue on your journey. As we conclude this first chapter, remember that the quiet spark within you is just the beginning. It's the seed of transformation, waiting to be nurtured into a blazing fire of confidence and self-assurance. In the chapters that follow, we'll explore powerful techniques to fan this spark, to overcome self-doubt, and to cultivate a mindset where everything works in your favor. The journey ahead is one of discovery and growth. It's about uncovering the potential that has always existed within you, waiting to be realized. As we move forward, you'll learn to harness the power of your mind, to reshape your reality, and to step into a version of yourself that knows no bounds. Are you ready to fan your quiet spark into a flame? The path to unwavering confidence begins with acknowledging that first flicker of possibility. In the next chapter, we'll delve into powerful techniques for erasing doubt at its source, setting the stage for a profound transformation in how you perceive yourself and the world around you. Before we continue, make sure to subscribe to Grow to the Top and activate notifications to receive more self-improvement tips that will supercharge your growth. And make sure to give this video a thumbs up and share it with your friends. It really helps the channel grow. Thank you for your support. Chapter 2, Doubt Erased. Imagine a world where self-doubt no longer holds you back. A reality where the nagging voice of uncertainty is silenced, replaced by an unwavering belief in your abilities. This isn't just a dream, it's an achievable state of mind that we'll explore in this chapter. But how do we get there? The journey begins with understanding the power of erasing doubt at its very source. The concept of doubt erased might seem like an impossible feat at first. After all, doubt has likely been a constant companion throughout your life, whispering uncertainties and holding you back from your full potential. But what if I told you that this doubt isn't an immovable part of who you are? What if it's simply a habit, a pattern of thinking that can be changed? Let's start by considering why addressing self-doubt is so crucial. Think about the last time you hesitated to take on a challenge or speak up in a meeting. That hesitation, that moment of self-doubt, isn't just a fleeting thought. It's a drain on your mental energy, a roadblock to your progress. Every time you doubt yourself, you're allocating precious mental resources to worry and uncertainty instead of creativity and problem-solving. Continuous doubt is like a leaky faucet in your mind, constantly dripping away your confidence and potential. It's not just about missed opportunities, it's about the cumulative effect of always second-guessing yourself. This constant state of uncertainty can lead to decision paralysis, where you're so afraid of making the wrong choice that you make no choice at all. But here's the exciting part. When you start to reduce doubt, you free up an enormous amount of mental space. Imagine all the energy you currently spend on self-doubt being redirected towards productive thinking. The possibilities are endless. You could channel that energy into innovative ideas, deeper relationships, or personal growth. It's like clearing out a cluttered room in your mind and filling it with possibilities instead of uncertainties. The long-term gains of erasing doubt are even more profound. As you consistently challenge and overcome self-doubt, you build resilience. Each time you push through uncertainty and take action, you're proving to yourself that you're capable of handling challenges. This builds a foundation of self-reliance that can carry you through even the toughest times. Now, let's delve into the practical aspects of erasing doubt. The first step is learning to spot the doubt trigger moment. These are the instances when self-doubt first creeps in, often before you're even fully aware of it. By becoming attuned to these moments, you gain the power to intervene before doubt takes hold. Your body often knows you're doubting yourself before your conscious mind does. Pay attention to physical cues like a tightening in your chest, a knot in your stomach, or shallow breathing. Emotionally, you might feel a sudden dip in mood or a sense of unease. These are your early warning signals, your body's way of alerting you to the onset of doubt. As you become more aware of these signals, start to clarify the specific thoughts that undermine your confidence. Is it a fear of failure, a belief that you're not good enough? By pinpointing these thoughts, you rob them of their power. They're no longer vague, looming threats, but specific ideas that can be challenged and changed. It's important to note that not all concerns are detrimental. There's a difference between constructive concern and self-sabotage. Constructive concern helps you prepare and improve, while self-sabotage holds you back unnecessarily. Learning to distinguish between the two is a crucial skill in your journey to erase doubt. Once you've identified the doubt trigger moment, it's time to employ immediate thought substitution techniques. This is where the real magic happens. Instead of letting doubt take root, you actively replace it with a more supportive thought. Start by creating a short, positive phrase that you can use as an instant replacement for doubtful thoughts. This phrase should be personal, powerful, and easy to remember. It could be something like, "I am capable and confident," or "I trust in my abilities." The key is to choose something that resonates with you personally. But words alone aren't always enough. That's where physical gestures come in. By pairing your positive phrase with a physical action, you create a stronger anchor for your new belief. This could be as simple as standing up straight and taking a deep breath, or making a specific hand gesture. The physical component helps to reinforce the mental shift. As you go about your day, practice rapid mental redirection during tasks. When you feel doubt creeping in, immediately deploy your positive phrase and physical gesture. This takes practice, but over time, it becomes second nature. You're essentially training your brain to default to confidence instead of doubt. Now, let's talk about building a personal confidence interrupt routine. This is a structured approach to dealing with negative thoughts as they arise. Start by mapping out a quick response sequence. This could involve recognizing the doubt, taking a deep breath, stating your positive phrase, and visualizing a successful outcome. The key to making this routine effective is rehearsal. Practice your sequence regularly, even when you're not feeling doubtful. The goal is to make it so automatic that you can deploy it instantly when needed. It's like a fire drill for your mind. The more you practice, the more effectively you can respond when doubt actually strikes. As you implement this routine, don't forget to reinforce your progress with internal acknowledgement. Celebrate the moments when you successfully interrupt doubt. This positive reinforcement helps to solidify the new habit and builds your confidence in the process itself. Let's explore some practical exercises to help you put these concepts into action. Start by writing down a common self-doubt phrase you often tell yourself. Now, create an affirmation that directly counters this doubt. For example, if your doubt is, "I'm not smart enough for this," your affirmation might be, "I have the intelligence and skills to succeed." Next, practice a quick breathing reset while stating your positive phrase. Take a deep breath in for 4 counts, hold for 4, and exhale for 4, all while mentally repeating your affirmation. This combines the power of positive self-talk with the calming effects of controlled breathing. Make it a point to repeat this routine daily. At first, it might feel forced or unnatural. That's okay. The goal is to make the process of immediate substitution effortless, and that only comes with consistent practice. As you embark on this journey of erasing doubt, it's natural to wonder about the potential outcomes. Let's explore the range of possibilities, from good to excellent to best. At a minimum, you can expect to feel less anxious before common challenges. Those everyday situations that used to trigger self-doubt, like speaking up in meetings or tackling a new project, will start to feel more manageable. This alone can significantly improve your quality of life and work performance. An excellent outcome would be experiencing a growing sense of control over your mental state. You'll find yourself able to navigate stressful situations with greater ease, knowing that you have the tools to manage your thoughts and emotions. This sense of control can be incredibly empowering, spilling over into all areas of your life. The best possible outcome? Consistently converting negative thoughts into constructive motivation. Imagine if every time doubt tried to hold you back, you could transform it into fuel for your success. This is the ultimate goal, not just erasing doubt, but using it as a springboard for growth and achievement. Of course, no journey is without its challenges. Let's address some common pitfalls and how to overcome them. You might find it difficult to remember your positive phrase in the heat of the moment. The solution? Pre-select and memorize it in advance. Make it a part of your daily routine, repeating it to yourself even when you're not feeling doubtful. You might also find yourself doubting the process itself. This is normal. Remind yourself that initial discomfort is a natural part of any change. Trust in the process and give it time to work. Remember, you're rewiring years of habitual thinking. It won't happen overnight. Inconsistent practice is another common issue. It's easy to forget about your new routine when life gets busy. Set a daily reminder on your phone or leave notes for yourself in places you'll see them regularly. Consistency is key to making this new habit stick. As we conclude this chapter, take a moment to reflect on the power you now hold. You have the tools to spot doubt as it arises, to interrupt it before it takes hold, and to replace it with confidence-building thoughts. This is more than just positive thinking. It's a practical, actionable approach to rewiring your mind for success. But erasing doubt is just the beginning. In the next chapter, we'll explore a concept that might seem counterintuitive at first. What if I told you that the key to unshakable confidence lies not in eliminating all uncertainty, but in embracing a certain kind of illusion? Intrigued? You should be. We're about to delve into a powerful technique that will change the way you view yourself and your potential. Get ready to discover the magic of favorable illusions, a game-changing approach that will take your newfound confidence to the next level. Chapter 3: Favorable Illusions. Have you ever wondered why some people seem to navigate life with an unwavering sense of confidence, as if they know something the rest of us don't? What if I told you that they might be tapping into a powerful secret, one that involves creating a certain kind of illusion in their minds? This isn't about deception or false hope, but rather about harnessing the incredible power of your imagination to shape your reality. Welcome to the world of favorable illusions. At first glance, the term might seem contradictory. After all, aren't illusions something we're supposed to avoid? But what if certain illusions could actually be beneficial, even transformative? That's exactly what we're going to explore in this chapter. The concept of favorable illusions is rooted in the idea that our minds are incredibly powerful tools, capable of shaping our experiences and outcomes in ways we might not fully appreciate. It's about learning to use your imagination not as an escape from reality, but as a blueprint for creating the reality you desire. But why is this important? Think about how you typically approach challenges or new opportunities. Do you find yourself hoping for the best, but preparing for the worst? While this might seem like a prudent approach, it often leaves us in a state of passive anticipation, waiting to see what happens, rather than actively shaping our outcomes. Favorable illusions shift this dynamic entirely. Instead of passively hoping, you begin actively expecting positive results. This isn't about naive optimism, but rather about creating a mental framework that primes you for success. When you expect favorable outcomes, you're more likely to take the actions necessary to bring them about. Moreover, this approach creates a mental blueprint that guides your actions toward favorable results. It's like having an internal GPS that constantly recalculates your route to success, no matter what obstacles you encounter. This blueprint becomes a powerful tool, influencing your decisions and behaviors in ways that align with your desired outcomes. One of the most significant benefits of favorable illusions is their ability to reduce performance anxiety. By familiarizing yourself with success scenarios in your mind, you create a sense of comfort and familiarity with positive outcomes. This familiarity can significantly reduce the stress and anxiety often associated with challenging situations, allowing you to perform at your best when it matters most. To truly harness the power of favorable illusions, we need to understand the concept of as-if thinking. This involves training your mind to operate as if your desired outcomes are not just possible, but probable or even inevitable. It's about bridging the gap between your current reality and your desired future by living in that future mentally. You might be surprised to learn that your brain doesn't always distinguish clearly between imagination and reality, especially when it comes to emotional and physiological responses. When you vividly imagine a scenario, your brain often responds as if it were actually happening. This is why professional athletes often use visualization techniques to improve their performance. Their brains are literally rehearsing success. The key to making as-if thinking work for you is to link your positive visualizations to specific goals. Rather than engaging in vague daydreaming, focus on creating detailed mental scenarios related to your actual objectives. Whether it's nailing a presentation at work, excelling in a personal project, or improving a relationship, create vivid mental images of yourself succeeding in these specific areas. As you craft these mental scenarios, pay close attention to detail and sensory elements. The more realistic and immersive your visualizations, the more powerful their impact. Imagine not just the visual aspects of your success, but also the sounds, physical sensations, and emotions associated with it. How does success feel? What do you hear people saying? What does the environment look like? The more senses you engage, the more real the experience becomes to your brain. Now that we understand the power of as-if thinking, let's explore how to build structured visualization sessions into your daily life. These sessions are intentional periods where you focus on creating and reinforcing your favorable illusions. Start by scheduling short, intentional mindset sessions throughout your day. These don't need to be long. Even 5 to 10 minutes can be incredibly effective. The key is consistency. You might choose to have a session first thing in the morning to set a positive tone for the day, another during your lunch break to refocus, and one in the evening to reflect and reinforce. During these sessions, work on crafting scenario templates for different situations you commonly encounter. For example, you might create a template for handling challenging conversations, another for tackling complex projects, and another for maintaining composure under pressure. These templates serve as mental rehearsals, preparing you to handle real-life situations with confidence and skill. To enhance the power of your visualizations, incorporate affirming self-talk. As you imagine yourself succeeding, add a layer of positive internal dialogue. This might involve phrases like, "I handle this with ease and confidence," or "I am fully capable of achieving this goal." This self-talk reinforces the positive imagery and helps to override any lingering self-doubt. The real power of favorable illusions comes when you start reinforcing these expectations throughout your day. Look for ways to integrate visualization into your daily routines. For instance, you might use your commute time to mentally rehearse an important meeting, or take a few moments before starting a task to visualize its successful completion. Try associating positive outcomes with familiar environmental cues. This could be as simple as using a specific object on your desk as a trigger for positive visualization. Every time you see or touch this object, take a moment to reinforce your favorable illusions. Over time, these associations become automatic, providing constant reinforcement of your positive expectations. One particularly effective technique is to use visualization as a pre-action warm-up. Before engaging in any challenging task or situation, take a few moments to vividly imagine yourself handling it successfully. This mental rehearsal primes your mind and body for success, much like a physical warm-up prepares an athlete for performance. Let's explore some practical exercises to help you develop your visualization skills. Start by choosing an upcoming task or challenge. Close your eyes and take a few deep breaths to center yourself. Now, begin to rehearse a successful outcome for this task in your mind. See yourself confidently tackling each aspect of the challenge, handling any obstacles with ease, and ultimately achieving your desired result. As you practice this visualization, focus on adding sensory details to deepen the realism. What do you see around you? What sounds do you hear? How does your body feel as you move through the scenario? The more vivid and detailed you can make this mental image, the more powerful its impact on your subconscious mind. To reinforce this practice, consider recording a short audio reminder to guide your visualization routine. This could be a series of prompts or questions that help you focus on key aspects of your visualization. Having this audio guide can be particularly helpful when you're first starting out, or if you find your mind wandering during visualization sessions. As you incorporate these practices into your life, you might wonder about the potential outcomes. Let's explore what you can expect as you master the art of favorable illusions. At a minimum, you're likely to experience more consistent optimism before attempting challenges. This alone can significantly improve your quality of life and work performance. When you approach tasks with a positive mindset, you're more likely to persist in the face of obstacles and find creative solutions to problems. An excellent outcome would be a noticeable improvement in your focus and calmness under pressure. As you become more accustomed to visualizing success, you'll find that real-life pressure situations feel more manageable. Your mind and body will be primed to respond calmly and effectively, having rehearsed success many times in your imagination. The best possible outcome is developing a habitual expectation of success that influences your decisions and behaviors effortlessly. This is where favorable illusions truly become a part of who you are. You'll find yourself naturally making choices and taking actions aligned with success, not because you're consciously trying to, but because your subconscious mind is guiding you based on the positive expectations you've cultivated. Of course, as with any new skill, you may encounter some challenges along the way. Let's address some common issues and how to overcome them. You might find yourself struggling to focus on positive scenarios, especially if you're used to dwelling on potential problems. If this happens, start with shorter, simpler scenes. Focus on visualizing small, easily achievable successes and gradually build up to more complex scenarios as your visualization skills improve. It's also common for doubts to interfere mid-visualization. When this happens, don't get discouraged. Simply pause, take a deep breath, and reaffirm your intended outcome. Then resume your visualization. Remember, it's normal for doubts to arise. The key is not to let them derail your practice. Consistency can be a challenge, and you might find yourself forgetting to do your visualization sessions. To combat this, set reminders on your phone or link your visualization practice to existing daily habits. For example, you might decide to practice visualization every day right after brushing your teeth or before starting your workday. As we conclude this chapter, take a moment to reflect on the power you now hold. You have the ability to shape your reality by first shaping it in your mind. Through the practice of favorable illusions, you're not just passively hoping for good outcomes, you're actively creating a mental environment that supports and expects success. But as powerful as favorable illusions are, they're just one piece of the puzzle. In the next chapter, we'll explore a concept that might seem contradictory at first. What if I told you that the emotions you've been trying to avoid could actually be the key to unlocking your full potential? Get ready to discover a surprising truth about those uncomfortable feelings and learn how to transform them into your greatest allies. The journey of confident alchemy awaits, and it's about to change everything you thought you knew about emotional mastery. Chapter 4: Confident Alchemy. Have you ever wondered what it would be like to possess a magical ability to transform your most challenging emotions into your greatest strengths? Imagine being able to take those moments of self-doubt, anxiety, or fear, and instead of being paralyzed by them, using them as catalysts for growth and achievement. This isn't just a fantasy, it's a skill that you can develop, a process we call confident alchemy. The term alchemy might bring to mind ancient mystics attempting to turn lead into gold. While we're not dealing with physical elements here, the principle is surprisingly similar. We're going to explore how to transmute what you might consider your emotional lead, those heavy, limiting feelings of insecurity, into the gold of purposeful, empowering emotions. But what exactly do we mean by confident alchemy? At its core, it's about recognizing that emotions, even the ones we typically label as negative, are not our enemies. They're simply energy, powerful, raw energy that can be redirected and reshaped. The key lies in learning how to harness this energy and channel it in ways that serve your goals rather than hinder them. This concept is crucial because it fundamentally changes our relationship with our emotions. Instead of seeing feelings like fear or self-doubt as obstacles to be overcome or suppressed, we begin to view them as potential sources of fuel. This shift in perspective is incredibly liberating. Suddenly, the very things that used to hold you back become the driving force propelling you forward. Moreover, mastering confident alchemy prevents overwhelming feelings from derailing your goals. We've all experienced moments where a wave of emotion seems to knock us off course, making us lose sight of what we're trying to achieve. By learning to work with these emotions rather than against them, you create a buffer that protects your goals and keeps you moving in the right direction, regardless of emotional turbulence. Perhaps most importantly, this approach encourages proactive emotional management. Instead of reacting to emotions as they arise, you develop the ability to anticipate, prepare for, and skillfully navigate your emotional landscape. This proactive stance significantly boosts your resilience, enabling you to bounce back more quickly from setbacks and maintain your momentum even in challenging circumstances. The first step in mastering confident alchemy is learning to identify your emotional triggers. These are the situations, thoughts, or events that consistently spark self-doubt or other limiting emotions. Start paying close attention to the moments when you feel a dip in your confidence or a surge of anxiety. Is it when you're about to speak in public? When you're faced with a new challenge at work? When you compare yourself to others? As you track these situations, you'll begin to recognize patterns in your emotional responses. You might notice that certain types of interactions consistently lead to feelings of inadequacy, or that specific environments tend to trigger anxiety. This awareness is powerful because it allows you to anticipate and prepare for these emotional responses rather than being blindsided by them. A crucial aspect of this process is learning to separate your emotions from your self-identity. It's easy to fall into the trap of thinking, "I am anxious" or "I am insecure," as if these emotions define who you are. Instead, try to view these feelings as temporary experiences that you're having, not permanent traits that define you. This subtle shift in perspective can make a world of difference in how you relate to and manage your emotions. Once you've identified your emotional triggers, the next step is to engage in the process of emotional labeling. This might sound simple, but it's a powerful technique backed by psychological research. The act of naming your emotions with specificity can significantly reduce their intensity and give you a greater sense of control. Start by pinpointing the exact feeling you're experiencing. Instead of a vague, "I feel bad," try to be more precise. Is it anxiety, fear, hesitation, disappointment? The more specific you can be, the better. This precision helps to demystify the emotion and makes it feel more manageable. To reinforce this labeling process, try stating the emotion aloud or writing it down. There's something powerful about externalizing the feeling in this way. It creates a bit of distance between you and the emotion, allowing you to observe it more objectively. You might say to yourself, "I'm experiencing anxiety right now," or jot down, "feeling hesitant about the upcoming presentation," in a notebook. As you label your emotions, pay attention to the physical sensations associated with them. Does anxiety manifest as a tightness in your chest? Does self-doubt create a sinking feeling in your stomach? Noting these physical cues helps you become more attuned to your emotional states and can serve as early warning signs in the future. Now comes the truly transformative part of Confident Alchemy, learning to transform emotion into energy. This is where you take that raw emotional power and redirect it towards your goals. It's like being a skilled martial artist who uses an opponent's force to their own advantage rather than fighting against it. Start by consciously deciding to reroute the emotional charge you're feeling into goal-oriented action. For example, if you're feeling anxious about an upcoming challenge, instead of letting that anxiety paralyze you, use it as motivation to prepare more thoroughly. The energy behind anxiety and excitement is surprisingly similar. It's often just a matter of how we frame it. To make this redirection more concrete, link the newly channeled energy to a specific task. If you're feeling insecure about your skills in a particular area, use that energy to drive you to learn and improve in that area. The key is to have a clear, actionable step that you can take immediately to capitalize on the emotional energy you're experiencing. As you successfully transform emotions in this way, it's crucial to reinforce the process through self-praise. Acknowledge your ability to handle the emotions skillfully. This positive reinforcement helps to cement the new pattern and builds your confidence in your ability to alchemize your emotions. Let's explore some practical exercises to help you develop your skills in Confident Alchemy. Start by keeping a short log of moments when you feel insecure. For each instance, label the specific emotion you're experiencing. This log will help you become more aware of your emotional patterns and give you plenty of material to work with as you practice emotional transformation. Next, practice a quick physical reset to calm your body before redirecting emotion. This could be as simple as taking a few steady breaths or doing a brief progressive muscle relaxation. This physical reset helps to create a pause between the initial emotional trigger and your response, giving you the space to choose how you want to redirect the emotion. For each emotion you identify, assign a target action that will transform it into forward momentum. For example, if you identify feelings of inadequacy about a particular skill, your target action might be to spend 30 minutes practicing or studying that skill. The key is to have a concrete, achievable action that directly addresses the source of the emotion while moving you towards your goals. As you practice confident alchemy, you might wonder about the potential outcomes. Let's explore what you can expect as you develop this skill. At a basic level, you'll become able to quickly identify and soften negative feelings. This alone can significantly improve your day-to-day experience, reducing the amount of time you spend caught up in unproductive emotional states. An excellent outcome would be consistently turning fear or worry into motivation and clarity. Imagine approaching challenges with a sense of excitement rather than dread, knowing that you have the tools to transform any anxiety into fuel for success. The best possible outcome is sustaining a cycle where every emotional challenge propels you closer to your goals. In this state, you welcome emotional intensity as an opportunity for growth and achievement. Your emotional life becomes a powerful ally in your journey towards success rather than an obstacle to be overcome. Of course, as with any new skill, you may encounter some challenges along the way. Let's address some common issues and how to overcome them. You might find it difficult to identify your emotions with precision at first. If this happens, start with simple labels like uncomfortable or uneasy and gradually refine your emotional vocabulary over time. The more you practice, the more nuanced your emotional awareness will become. Some people experience resistance to naming their emotions, feeling that it makes the emotions more real or intense. If you encounter this resistance, remind yourself that labeling actually reduces the grip of emotions. It's like turning on the light to see that the scary shadow is just a harmless object. Naming the emotion helps to demystify it. You might also struggle initially to convert emotions into productive energy. If this is the case, begin with small, non-critical tasks to build your confidence. As you experience success in these smaller conversions, you'll develop the confidence to tackle bigger emotional challenges. As we conclude this chapter, take a moment to reflect on the power you now hold. You have the ability to transform your emotional landscape, to turn what once held you back into the very force that propels you forward. Through the practice of confident alchemy, you're not just managing your emotions, you're harnessing them as a potent source of energy and motivation. But as transformative as emotional alchemy can be, it's just one piece of the confidence puzzle. In the next chapter, we'll explore a dimension of confidence that goes beyond the internal world of emotions and thoughts. What if I told you that the key to unshakable self-assurance lies not just in how you feel, but in how you move through the world? Get ready to discover a powerful truth about the connection between your body and your mind, and learn how to project confidence in a way that not only influences others, but fundamentally changes how you see yourself. The secret of acting victorious awaits, and it's about to revolutionize your approach to confidence from the outside in. Chapter 5: Acting Victorious. Have you ever noticed how some people seem to exude confidence from the moment they enter a room? There's something about their presence that commands attention and respect, even before they say a word. What if I told you that this kind of magnetic confidence isn't just an innate quality, but a skill that can be learned and mastered? Welcome to the world of acting victorious. Now, before you dismiss this as mere pretense or fake it till you make it, let me assure you that we're delving into something far more profound and scientifically grounded. This chapter is about understanding and harnessing the powerful connection between your body and your mind to create a genuine, unshakable sense of confidence. But what exactly do we mean by acting victorious? It's not about putting on a show or pretending to be someone you're not. Instead, it's about learning to use your body as a tool to shape your internal state and project confidence outward. It's a practice rooted in the fascinating field of embodied cognition, which explores how our physical actions and postures can significantly influence our thoughts, emotions, and even our performance. The importance of this approach cannot be overstated. By mastering the art of acting victorious, you establish a physical anchor for psychological strength. Think of it as creating a tangible bodily representation of the confidence you're cultivating internally. This physical anchor serves as a constant reminder and reinforcement of your inner strength, accessible to you at any moment. Moreover, this practice amplifies confidence in a unique way. By adopting confident body language, you make your inner state observable not just to others, but also to yourself. This visibility creates a powerful feedback loop where the confidence you project outwardly reinforces and strengthens your internal sense of self-assurance. Perhaps one of the most compelling aspects of acting victorious is that it provides immediate, tangible tools for influencing your mood and outcomes. Unlike some psychological techniques that may take time to show results, changes in your physical posture and gestures can have an instant impact on how you feel and perform. To truly understand the power of acting victorious, we need to explore the mind-body feedback loop. This concept is at the heart of why physical changes can lead to psychological shifts. Your stance, the way you move, and even your facial expressions aren't just outward manifestations of your inner state. They actively influence that state. Consider for a moment how you physically respond when you're feeling unsure or anxious. You might hunch your shoulders, cross your arms, or lower your gaze. Now, think about how you carry yourself when you're feeling confident and in control. Your posture is likely more upright, your gestures more open, your gaze more direct. The key insight here is that this relationship works both ways. By consciously adopting the physical characteristics of confidence, you can actually induce that emotional state within yourself. To harness this power, start by identifying any unhelpful physical habits you might have. Do you tend to slouch when you're feeling uncertain? Do you fidget or avoid eye contact in challenging situations? Recognizing these patterns is the first step in changing them. Next, choose what we call a victory pose as your new baseline. This is a posture that embodies confidence and strength for you. It might be standing tall with your shoulders back and your chin slightly raised, or sitting upright with an open, relaxed stance. The specific pose isn't as important as how it makes you feel. It should be a position that instantly makes you feel more capable and assured. Now, let's delve into some specific physical habits that signal confidence. One of the most fundamental is the alignment of your shoulders, spine, and head. Imagine a string pulling you up from the crown of your head, lengthening your spine, and aligning your body. This posture not only looks confident, but actually helps you feel more grounded and self-assured. Eye contact is another crucial element of confident body language. In many cultures, direct eye contact is associated with honesty, confidence, and engagement. Practice maintaining eye contact for slightly longer than you normally would in everyday conversations. This doesn't mean staring, it's about finding a comfortable balance that conveys attentiveness and self-assurance. Breathing is often overlooked, but it's a powerful tool in your confidence arsenal. Steady, controlled breathing can help calm your nerves and center your thoughts. Before entering a challenging situation, take a moment to focus on your breath. Deep, slow breaths can help regulate your heart rate and reduce stress, allowing you to approach the situation with greater calm and confidence. Incorporating small rituals before key moments can also be incredibly effective. This might be a specific gesture, like subtly adjusting your posture or taking a deep breath that you perform before important interactions or challenges. These rituals serve as a physical trigger, signaling to your body and mind that it's time to embody confidence. To reinforce these victorious behaviors, it's important to build them into your daily routine. Set reminders to check your posture and movement throughout the day. This could be as simple as a notification on your phone or a sticky note on your desk. The goal is to make confident body language a habitual part of how you carry yourself. Practice these confident gestures in low-pressure environments. This might mean adopting your victory pose while you're alone at home, or maintaining open body language during casual conversations with friends. By practicing in these relaxed settings, you make it easier to access these behaviors when you really need them. As you implement these changes, track the positive shifts in your mood and performance. You might notice that you feel more at ease in social situations, or that you're able to articulate your thoughts more clearly in meetings. These positive outcomes serve as powerful motivation to continue your practice. Let's explore some practical exercises to help you develop your acting victorious skills. Start by standing straight before a mirror and holding your chosen victory pose for 30 seconds. Pay attention to how this posture makes you feel. Does it induce a sense of strength or capability? Make this a daily practice, gradually increasing the duration as you become more comfortable. Before starting a challenging task, take a minute for controlled breathing. Inhale deeply through your nose for a count of 4, hold for 4, then exhale slowly through your mouth for a count of 6. Repeat this cycle several times, focusing on the sensation of your breath and allowing your body to relax. In your everyday conversations, practice maintaining eye contact for a few extra seconds. This doesn't mean staring intensely. It's about finding a comfortable level of engagement that feels natural and confident. Notice how this small change affects the quality of your interactions. As you incorporate these practices into your life, you might wonder about the potential outcomes. Let's explore what you can expect as you master the art of acting victorious. At a basic level, you're likely to feel slightly calmer and more centered in challenging situations. This alone can significantly improve your ability to handle stress and perform under pressure. You might find that situations that once made you nervous now feel more manageable. An excellent outcome would be developing a posture and demeanor that elicit respect and trust from others. As you consistently embody confidence, you'll likely notice changes in how people respond to you. You may find that others are more attentive when you speak, or that you're able to build rapport more easily in professional and personal settings. The best possible outcome is achieving automatic, confident body language that triggers unwavering self-assurance. In this state, acting victorious becomes second nature. Your body naturally adopts confident postures and gestures, reinforcing a deep-seated belief in your own capabilities. This self-assurance becomes a fundamental part of who you are, influencing every aspect of your life positively. Of course, as with any new skill, you may encounter some challenges along the way. Let's address some common issues and how to overcome them. You might feel awkward or self-conscious at first when trying to change your body language. This is completely normal. Start with subtle posture changes to build comfort. Focus on small adjustments, like pulling your shoulders back slightly or lifting your chin a bit. As these changes become more natural, you can gradually incorporate more noticeable shifts in your body language. Forgetting to adjust your body language is another common hurdle. In the beginning, it's easy to fall back into old habits, especially when you're focused on other things. To combat this, set subtle reminders for yourself. This could be a quiet alarm on your phone or a small object on your desk that prompts you to check your posture when you see it. Overthinking your gestures can lead to stiff, unnatural movements that undermine the confidence you're trying to project. To avoid this, focus on just one improvement at a time. Maybe start with maintaining better posture for a week before moving on to eye contact. This gradual approach allows each change to become natural before you add another. As we conclude this chapter, take a moment to reflect on the power you now hold. You have the ability to shape not just how others perceive you, but how you perceive yourself, through the simple yet profound act of changing your physical presence. By acting victorious, you create a self-reinforcing cycle of confidence that can transform every aspect of your life. But as powerful as physical presence is, it's just one piece of the confidence puzzle. In the next chapter, we'll explore a dimension of confidence that goes beyond the physical and delves into the very fabric of how you perceive reality. What if I told you that the key to unshakable self-assurance lies not just in how you carry yourself, but in how you interpret the world around you? Get ready to discover a revolutionary approach to shaping your reality that will challenge everything you thought you knew about confidence and success. The art of reality bending awaits, and it's about to open your eyes to a world of possibilities you never knew existed. Chapter 6, Reality Bending. Have you ever wondered why some people seem to thrive in the face of adversity while others crumble? What if I told you that the key difference isn't in the challenges they face, but in how they perceive and interpret those challenges? Welcome to the fascinating world of reality bending, a powerful technique that can transform the way you view and interact with the world around you. Now, before you start imagining yourself as a character in a science fiction movie, bending spoons with your mind, let me assure you that we're dealing with something far more practical and profound. Reality bending is about reshaping your mental landscape, altering the way you interpret events and circumstances in your life. It's a skill that, once mastered, can turn every obstacle into an opportunity and every setback into a stepping stone. But what exactly do we mean by reality bending? At its core, it's about reframing, taking the events and circumstances of your life and consciously choosing to view them in a way that serves you better. It's not about denying reality or engaging in wishful thinking. Instead, it's about recognizing that our perception of reality is often subjective and that we have the power to shape that perception. The importance of this skill cannot be overstated. By mastering reality bending, you free yourself from feeling victimized by circumstances. No longer are you at the mercy of external events. Instead, you become the author of your own story, choosing how to interpret and respond to whatever life throws your way. Moreover, this practice encourages creative problem-solving and strategic thinking. When you view challenges as opportunities rather than obstacles, you open yourself up to innovative solutions and approaches you might otherwise have overlooked. It's like giving yourself a new pair of glasses through which to view the world. Suddenly, possibilities that were invisible before come into sharp focus. Perhaps most importantly, reality bending builds lasting mental resilience and optimism. As you consistently reframe setbacks and challenges in a positive light, you develop a robust mental framework that can withstand even the toughest of times. This isn't about naive positivity, it's about cultivating a realistic yet empowering worldview that serves you in every aspect of your life. To truly understand the power of reality bending, we need to explore the concept of reinterpretation. This is the cornerstone of the entire practice, the key that unlocks your ability to reshape your mental landscape. First, it's crucial to recognize the subjectivity of perception. We often assume that our interpretation of events is the only valid one, but in reality, there are countless ways to view any given situation. Your colleague's curt email might seem like a personal slight to you, while to someone else, it might simply indicate that they're having a busy day. By acknowledging this subjectivity, you open yourself up to alternative interpretations. Next, understand that facts are neutral. It's our interpretation that gives them emotional weight. For instance, receiving criticism on a project is a neutral fact. It's our interpretation, "this means I'm not good enough," versus "this is an opportunity to improve," that determines how we feel and respond to that fact. One of the most powerful aspects of reality bending is reinforcing the concept that every obstacle contains hidden value. This isn't just positive thinking, it's a strategic approach to life. By training yourself to look for the benefit in every challenge, you prime your mind to find solutions and opportunities where others see only problems. Now, let's delve into some systematic reframing techniques that can help you master the art of reality bending. One of the most effective is asking targeted questions. When faced with a setback or challenge, try asking yourself, "What is the hidden opportunity here?" This simple question can shift your perspective dramatically, moving you from a problem-focused mindset to a solution-oriented one. Another powerful technique is to list potential benefits or lessons immediately after experiencing a setback. This might feel counterintuitive at first. After all, when something goes wrong, our natural inclination is to focus on the negative. But by forcing yourself to identify potential positives, you train your mind to automatically look for the silver lining in any situation. To make this process more efficient, consider creating a template to quickly convert negatives to positives. This could be a series of questions you ask yourself, or a framework for analyzing situations. For example, you might ask, what can I learn from this? How might this make me stronger? What new possibilities does this open up? The goal is to make reframing a reflex, an automatic response to any challenge or setback you encounter. To achieve this, start practicing with small, everyday inconveniences. Did you miss your bus? Instead of getting frustrated, reframe it as an opportunity to get some extra steps in or to practice mindfulness while you wait for the next one. As you practice, focus on reducing the lag time between encountering an obstacle and generating a new, more empowering interpretation. At first, this might take some conscious effort, but over time, you'll find that your mind naturally begins to seek out positive interpretations more quickly. Reinforce this habit with self-directed encouragement. Celebrate each time you successfully reframe a situation. This positive reinforcement helps to cement the habit and makes it more likely that you'll continue the practice. Let's explore some practical exercises to help you develop your reality-bending skills. Start by taking a recent setback you've experienced and listing 3 potential benefits that could arise from it. This might feel challenging at first, but push yourself to find genuine positives. Remember, we're not denying the difficulty of the situation, but rather looking for opportunities within it. Next, try writing down a neutral, fact-based description of a current challenge you're facing. Then, compare this to your initial emotional reaction to the situation. Often, you'll find that your emotional response includes a lot of interpretation that isn't present in the bare facts. This exercise can help you separate fact from interpretation, giving you more control over your response. Make it a point to repeat these reframing exercises daily. The key to mastering reality bending is consistency. The more you practice, the more automatic and natural the process becomes. As you incorporate these practices into your life, you might wonder about the potential outcomes. Let's explore what you can expect as you master the art of reality bending. At a basic level, you're likely to feel less discouraged by minor roadblocks. Those small annoyances that used to ruin your day will start to roll off you more easily as you automatically reframe them in a more positive light. An excellent outcome would be the ability to quickly adapt to changes with minimal emotional disruption. When you've trained your mind to see opportunities in challenges, sudden changes or unexpected setbacks become less threatening. Instead of being thrown off balance, you'll find yourself naturally looking for ways to leverage the new situation to your advantage. The best possible outcome is approaching every new challenge as a strategic opportunity, consistently thriving regardless of external circumstances. In this state, reality bending becomes second nature. You no longer have to consciously reframe situations because your default perspective is already one of opportunity and growth. This mindset allows you to navigate life with a level of resilience and optimism that others find remarkable. Of course, as with any new skill, you may encounter some challenges along the way. Let's address some common issues and how to overcome them. You might struggle to find a positive angle, especially when dealing with significant setbacks. If this happens, start with trivial annoyances before addressing bigger challenges. Practice reframing small inconveniences until the process becomes more natural, then gradually work your way up to more significant issues. It's also common to slip back into negative interpretations, especially during stressful times. To combat this, review your reframing template regularly. Keep it somewhere easily accessible, perhaps as a note on your phone or a card in your wallet, so you can refer to it whenever you need a reminder. You might also find yourself feeling unconvinced by your reframes, especially at first. This is normal. If you're struggling to believe in your positive interpretations, start by focusing on just one benefit or opportunity in each situation. As you build confidence in the process, you can expand to find multiple positives. As we conclude this chapter, take a moment to reflect on the power you now hold. You have the ability to shape not just how you respond to the world, but how you perceive it in the first place. By mastering reality bending, you create a mental environment where every challenge becomes an opportunity for growth and every setback a stepping stone to success. But as transformative as reality bending can be, it's just one piece of the confidence puzzle. In the next chapter, we'll explore a dimension of self-assurance that goes beyond reframing external events. What if I told you that the words you speak to yourself have the power to reshape your entire reality? Get ready to discover the incredible impact of your internal dialogue and learn how to harness it for unprecedented personal growth. The secret of magnetic self-talk awaits, and it's about to revolutionize the way you communicate with yourself and the world around you. Chapter 7: Magnetic Self-Talk. Have you ever noticed how some people seem to effortlessly attract success, as if they possess an invisible magnet drawing positive outcomes their way? What if I told you that this magnetic quality isn't just a matter of luck or innate charisma, but a skill that you can develop and master? Welcome to the world of magnetic self-talk, a powerful technique that can transform your inner dialogue and, by extension, your entire life. Now, you might be wondering what exactly we mean by magnetic self-talk. Is it simply positive thinking, a form of self-hypnosis? While it incorporates elements of positivity, magnetic self-talk goes far beyond mere optimism. It's about crafting a precise, personalized language that resonates deeply with your subconscious mind, creating a magnetic pull towards your desired outcomes. But how does this work? The key lies in understanding the profound impact that our internal dialogue has on our beliefs, actions, and ultimately, our results. Every day, we engage in countless conversations with ourselves, often without even realizing it. These silent dialogues shape our perceptions, influence our decisions, and either propel us towards our goals or hold us back. The importance of mastering magnetic self-talk cannot be overstated. By harnessing this technique, you shape a stable inner narrative that supports your ambitions. Instead of being at the mercy of random thoughts and fleeting emotions, you create a consistent, empowering internal environment that nurtures your goals and aspirations. Moreover, this practice replaces vague hoping with direct, empowering self-statements. How often have you caught yourself thinking, "I hope this works out," or "maybe I'll succeed"? While hope isn't inherently negative, it often lacks the power to drive decisive action. Magnetic self-talk transforms these wishy-washy sentiments into clear, confident assertions that motivate and inspire. Perhaps most importantly, mastering magnetic self-talk builds a mental environment conducive to continuous growth. As you consistently reinforce positive beliefs about yourself and your capabilities, you create a self-fulfilling prophecy of improvement and achievement. This isn't about deluding yourself with false praise, but about recognizing and amplifying your genuine potential. To truly harness the power of magnetic self-talk, we need to explore the art of designing personalized affirmations. These aren't generic, one-size-fits-all statements, but carefully crafted phrases that resonate deeply with your unique aspirations and challenges. Start by identifying key themes that are crucial to your personal growth and success. These might include confidence, resilience, creativity, or any other qualities you wish to cultivate. The goal is to create affirmations that directly address these themes, reinforcing the traits and mindsets that will propel you towards your goals. When crafting your affirmations, use positive, present-tense language. Instead of saying, "I will be confident," say, "I am confident." This subtle shift in language signals to your subconscious that the desired state is not some distant future possibility, but a current reality. It's about embodying the change you wish to see, starting right now. Keep your affirmations concise and action-oriented. Long, complex statements can be hard to remember and lack the punch needed to truly impact your subconscious. Instead, aim for short, powerful phrases that inspire action. For example, "I confidently tackle challenges and grow stronger with each success." Now that you've crafted your personalized affirmations, the next step is integrating them into your daily life. This is where the real magic happens, as you begin to saturate your mind with these empowering messages. Choose specific times to recite your affirmations. Many find it helpful to start their day with affirmations, setting a positive tone for the hours ahead. Others prefer to use them as a midday boost or an evening reflection. Experiment to find what works best for you, but aim for consistency. The power of magnetic self-talk lies in repetition and reinforcement. To make your affirmations even more impactful, try pairing them with physical anchors. This could be a specific gesture, like touching your thumb and forefinger together, or a particular location in your home or office. By creating this physical association, you make it easier to recall and embody your affirmations, even in challenging moments. Speaking of challenges, one of the most powerful applications of magnetic self-talk is during difficult times. Practice whispering your affirmations internally when facing stressful situations. This creates a buffer against negative self-talk and helps you maintain your composure and confidence when you need it most. As you continue to practice magnetic self-talk, it's important to strengthen the affirmation loop. This means regularly updating your affirmations as your confidence grows and your goals evolve. What seemed like a stretch when you started might become easily achievable as you progress. Don't be afraid to raise the bar and create new, more ambitious affirmations that reflect your growing capabilities. Measure the impact of your practice by tracking changes in your mood and performance. You might notice that you're handling stress more effectively, approaching challenges with greater enthusiasm, or achieving goals more consistently. These observations serve as powerful motivation to continue and deepen your practice. During periods of doubt or setback, it's crucial to recommit to your affirmations. These are the times when magnetic self-talk is most valuable, helping you maintain your course even when external circumstances are challenging. Remember, the goal is not to deny difficulties, but to maintain a resilient, growth-oriented mindset in the face of them. Let's explore some practical exercises to help you develop your magnetic self-talk skills. Start by writing 3 short affirmations that highlight your strengths. These should be statements that resonate deeply with you, acknowledging qualities you already possess, but perhaps don't always recognize. For example, I am resilient and overcome every obstacle, or my creativity finds innovative solutions to any challenge. Next, make it a habit to recite one of your affirmations before starting a new project or task. This primes your mind for success and helps you approach the challenge with confidence. Pay attention to how this practice influences your mindset and performance. As you progress, adjust your affirmations monthly based on your evolving goals and experiences. This ensures that your magnetic self-talk remains relevant and powerful, continually pushing you towards new levels of achievement. As you incorporate these practices into your life, you might wonder about the potential outcomes. Let's explore what you can expect as you master the art of magnetic self-talk. At a basic level, you're likely to feel a slight boost in morale when facing challenges. Those moments of self-doubt that used to derail you will become less frequent and less intense as your empowering self-talk kicks in automatically. An excellent outcome would be becoming increasingly self-assured, regardless of external feedback. As your internal dialogue becomes consistently positive and supportive, you'll find that your self-worth is less dependent on others' opinions or temporary setbacks. This internal stability is incredibly freeing, allowing you to take risks and pursue your goals with greater confidence. The best possible outcome is achieving a self-sustaining state of confidence that shapes your reality. In this state, your magnetic self-talk becomes so ingrained that it effortlessly guides your thoughts, decisions, and actions towards success. You'll find yourself naturally attracting opportunities and overcoming obstacles, not through magical thinking, but because your empowered mindset leads to more effective actions and resilience. Of course, as with any new skill, you may encounter some challenges along the way. Let's address some common issues and how to overcome them. You might find that your affirmations feel hollow or inauthentic at first. This is normal, especially if you're not used to positive self-talk. The key is to start with believable, incremental statements. Instead of jumping straight to, "I am the best in my field," begin with something like, "I am constantly improving my skills." As you grow more comfortable and see results, you can gradually make your affirmations more ambitious. Forgetting to use your affirmations is another common hurdle. In the busyness of daily life, it's easy to let this practice slip. To combat this, set reminders on your phone or link your affirmations to existing daily activities. For example, you might recite an affirmation every time you look in the mirror or before checking your email. You might also find yourself doubting the effectiveness of magnetic self-talk, especially if you don't see immediate dramatic results. Remember that change often happens gradually. Keep a journal of subtle positive shifts in your mood, behavior, and outcomes. Over time, these small changes add up to significant transformations. As we conclude this chapter, take a moment to reflect on the power you now hold. You have the ability to shape your internal dialogue, to create a magnetic pull towards your desired outcomes through the words you speak to yourself. By mastering magnetic self-talk, you're not just changing your thoughts, you're reshaping your entire reality. But as transformative as magnetic self-talk can be, it's just one piece of the confidence puzzle. In the next chapter, we'll explore a dimension of self-assurance that goes beyond individual moments of affirmation. What if I told you that there's a way to create an unshakable foundation of confidence that withstands any challenge? Get ready to discover the secret of building a rock-solid belief in yourself that becomes an integral part of who you are. The mystery of unshaken destiny awaits, and it's about to revolutionize your understanding of what it means to be truly, deeply confident. Chapter 8, Unshaken Destiny. Have you ever wondered why some people seem to possess an unwavering sense of confidence, as if they're guided by an invisible force that always steers them towards success? What if I told you that this isn't just a matter of luck or innate personality, but a cultivated state of mind that you too can achieve? Welcome to the concept of unshaken destiny, a powerful approach that can transform your confidence from a fleeting emotion into an enduring trait. Now, you might be wondering what exactly we mean by unshaken destiny. Is it about predetermination, a belief in fate? While it touches on the idea of a destined path, it's far more active and empowering than simply accepting what comes your way. Instead, it's about creating a mindset so robust, so deeply ingrained, that it becomes an integral part of who you are, shaping your destiny through unwavering self-belief. But how does one achieve this state of unshaken destiny? The key lies in understanding the power of habit formation and consistent reinforcement. Just as a bodybuilder doesn't achieve their physique through sporadic workouts, but through consistent daily effort, so too does unshakable confidence come from regular, deliberate practice. The importance of this approach cannot be overstated. By establishing daily and ongoing practices that reinforce the everything works in my favor mindset, you prevent the progress you've made in building confidence from fading away. It's all too common for people to experience temporary boosts in self-assurance, only to find themselves slipping back into old patterns of doubt and hesitation. Unshaken destiny is about creating a foundation so solid that regression becomes nearly impossible. Moreover, this practice moves confidence from being a temporary state to becoming a permanent trait. Think about the difference between feeling confident in a particular moment versus being a confident person. The former is situational and fleeting. The latter is enduring and pervasive. By consistently reinforcing confident thoughts and behaviors, you're not just acting confident, you're becoming confident at your core. Perhaps most importantly, cultivating unshaken destiny creates stability and predictability in your personal growth. Instead of riding the emotional roller coaster of situational confidence, you establish a steady, upward trajectory of self-assurance. This stability becomes a powerful force, allowing you to take on bigger challenges and pursue bolder goals with a sense of certainty. To truly harness the power of unshaken destiny, we need to explore the art of constructing a reinforcement routine. This isn't about rigid schedules or forced positivity, but rather about creating a framework that naturally and consistently bolsters your confidence throughout each day. Start by choosing key times for mindset check-ins. These are moments throughout your day when you pause briefly to realign your thoughts with your confident self. It could be first thing in the morning, setting a positive tone for the day ahead. Perhaps it's during your lunch break, providing a midday reset. Or maybe it's in the evening, allowing you to reflect on the day's successes and prepare for tomorrow. The specific times aren't as important as the consistency. These check-ins should become as natural and habitual as brushing your teeth. Next, focus on aligning specific actions with confidence-building thoughts. This is about creating a synergy between what you do and how you think. For instance, you might pair your morning coffee routine with reciting affirmations, or use your commute time to visualize successful outcomes for the day. By linking confident thoughts to regular activities, you create multiple touch points throughout your day that reinforce your unshakable mindset. To ensure you stay on track, consider using reminders or visual prompts. This could be as simple as setting alarms on your phone for your mindset check-ins or placing sticky notes with empowering messages in key locations. The goal is to create an environment that constantly nudges you towards confident thinking and behavior. An essential component of cultivating unshaken destiny is the practice of guided reflection and reset methods. These are structured ways to process your experiences and realign your focus, ensuring that your confident mindset remains strong even in the face of challenges. One powerful technique is to implement short end-of-day recaps. Take a few minutes each evening to note your wins and growth points. This isn't about grand achievements, though those are certainly worth celebrating, but about recognizing the small victories and lessons each day brings. By consistently acknowledging your progress, you reinforce the belief that you're constantly moving forward, even if the steps seem small. Complement this with brief midday centering exercises. These are quick moments of realignment when you pause to check in with yourself, reset your focus, and reaffirm your confident mindset. It could be as simple as taking 3 deep breaths and reminding yourself of your capabilities, or spending a minute visualizing your next task being completed successfully. To maintain a broader perspective, incorporate periodic affirmations of your long-term vision and purpose. This helps to anchor your daily efforts in a larger context, reminding you of the bigger picture when day-to-day challenges threaten to cloud your vision. Regularly reconnecting with your overarching goals and values reinforces the sense that you're on a meaningful path, bolstering your confidence in your chosen direction. As you continue to practice these techniques, the focus shifts to cementing permanent confidence. This is where unshaken destiny truly takes root, becoming an integral part of who you are rather than something you do. Start by tracking your progress over weeks and months. Keep a journal or use an app to note changes in your thought patterns, behaviors, and outcomes. Look for trends. Are you handling stress better, taking on challenges more readily, bouncing back from setbacks more quickly? These observations serve as powerful evidence of your growing confidence, further reinforcing your unshakable mindset. Pay attention to moments when self-doubt fades as your default response. You might notice that situations that once caused anxiety now feel manageable, or that you're more likely to volunteer for new opportunities rather than shying away from them. These shifts are signs that your confident mindset is becoming ingrained, your unshaken destiny taking shape. Remember, this journey is about continuous improvement. Commit to iteration, regularly assessing your practices and adjusting them as needed. What worked for you in the beginning might need refinement as you grow. Be open to evolving your techniques, always with the goal of deepening and strengthening your confident foundation. Let's explore some practical exercises to help you develop your unshaken destiny. Start by creating a simple daily checklist of confidence-building actions. This might include your mindset check-ins, affirmations, or small challenges you set for yourself. The act of checking off these items not only ensures you're consistently reinforcing your confidence, but also provides a visual representation of your commitment to growth. Make it a habit to reflect on one positive outcome each evening. This doesn't have to be a major achievement. It could be as simple as handling a difficult conversation well or making progress on a project. The key is to consistently acknowledge the ways in which you're moving forward, reinforcing the belief that you're constantly growing and improving. To keep your routine fresh and engaging, adjust it every few weeks. This might involve changing the times of your check-ins, introducing new affirmations, or incorporating different reflection techniques. By regularly refreshing your approach, you prevent your practices from becoming stale or routine, ensuring they remain effective and meaningful. As you incorporate these practices into your life, you might wonder about the potential outcomes. Let's explore what you can expect as you cultivate your unshaken destiny. At a basic level, you're likely to notice fewer moments of hesitation in daily tasks. Those small instances of self-doubt that used to give you pause will become less frequent as your confident mindset becomes more ingrained. You'll find yourself more readily taking action, trusting in your abilities to handle whatever comes your way. An excellent outcome would be maintaining an even, optimistic baseline even during challenging periods. Life will always have its ups and downs, but with unshaken destiny, you'll find yourself better equipped to navigate difficulties without losing your sense of confidence and purpose. Your optimism becomes more stable, less dependent on external circumstances. The best possible outcome is establishing unwavering confidence as your natural, automatic state. In this scenario, confidence isn't something you need to consciously cultivate. It's simply who you are. You approach each day, each task, each interaction with an innate sense of capability and assurance. This doesn't mean you never face doubts or challenges, but rather that your fundamental belief in yourself remains unshaken, regardless of circumstances. Of course, as with any transformative practice, you may encounter some challenges along the way. Let's address some common issues and how to overcome them. You might find yourself forgetting routine steps, especially in the beginning. This is normal as you're establishing new habits. To combat this, set visual or digital reminders. Use sticky notes, phone alarms, or apps designed for habit tracking. The key is to make your reminders noticeable enough to catch your attention, but not so intrusive that they become annoying. Losing motivation over time is another common hurdle. The initial excitement of a new practice can wear off, making it tempting to slack off. To maintain engagement, rotate your reinforcement methods regularly. This might mean changing up your affirmations, trying new reflection techniques, or altering the times of your check-ins. Keep your practice fresh, and it will be easier to stay committed. You might also experience feelings of stagnation, wondering if you're still making progress. When this happens, introduce new challenges to test and prove your confidence. This could be taking on a project you've been hesitant about, speaking up more in meetings, or pursuing a personal goal you've been putting off. These challenges serve dual purposes. They push you to grow and provide tangible evidence of your increasing confidence. As we conclude this chapter, take a moment to reflect on the power you now hold. You have the ability to shape not just your thoughts or behaviors, but your very destiny. By cultivating unshaken destiny, you're not just becoming more confident, you're fundamentally altering the course of your life, creating a future defined by self-assurance and purposeful action. But as transformative as unshaken destiny can be, it's not the end of the journey. In fact, it's just the beginning of something even more profound. What if I told you that the confidence you've been cultivating is about to open doors you never even knew existed? Get ready to step into a new chapter of your life, where the skills you've developed become the foundation for endless growth and possibility. The mystery of unfolding chapters awaits, and it's about to reveal how your newfound unshakable confidence can lead you to heights you've never imagined. Are you ready to turn the page and discover what lies beyond? Chapter 9, Unfolding Chapters. Congratulations! You've reached the final chapter of this transformative journey. But unlike most endings, this is just the beginning of something far more exciting and profound. Welcome to Unfolding Chapters, where we explore how the confidence you've cultivated will shape the ongoing story of your life. Think of your life as a book, with each experience, each challenge, and each triumph forming a new chapter. Up until now, doubt may have been the author of many of these chapters. But from this moment forward, you hold the pen. The mindset and tools you've acquired throughout this book are about to become the ink with which you'll write the most thrilling chapters of your life story. Let's start by reflecting on how what you've learned can empower you. Remember when we first began, how uncertainty might have clouded your thoughts? Now, imagine your mindset as a baseline that's been elevated from that murky uncertainty to a state of confident expectancy. This isn't about naive optimism. It's about a grounded, realistic confidence that whatever comes your way, you have the tools to handle it effectively. You now possess a toolkit of strategies that you can apply to various situations without hesitation. Whether it's the power of reality bending to reframe challenges or the strength of magnetic self-talk to bolster your resolve, these tools are now at your fingertips, ready to be deployed at a moment's notice. Perhaps most importantly, you're now equipped to face life changes with a default belief in a positive outcome. Change, which might have once filled you with dread, can now be approached as an opportunity for growth and success. This shift alone has the power to transform every aspect of your life. But the impact of your newfound confidence extends far beyond your personal achievements. Let's consider how it can revolutionize your relationships. With your elevated sense of self-assurance, you'll find yourself communicating with a clarity and assurance that commands respect and fosters understanding. Misunderstandings, which often stem from insecurity and unclear communication, will decrease as you project steady confidence in your interactions. This doesn't mean being domineering or arrogant. Rather, it's about expressing yourself with a calm certainty that invites open and honest dialogue. Moreover, your balanced self-belief will naturally attract and maintain healthier connections. People are drawn to those who exude quiet confidence, and you'll likely find your personal and professional relationships deepening and flourishing as a result of your transformed mindset. Now, let's explore what you'll be able to achieve that might have seemed out of reach before. Remember those challenges that used to fill you with paralyzing doubt? Armed with your new mindset and tools, you can now approach them with a sense of excitement and possibility. The voice of self-doubt, once so loud and insistent, has been replaced by a calm assurance in your ability to handle whatever comes your way. You'll find yourself setting more ambitious goals and, more importantly, pursuing them with greater conviction. The ceiling of what you believe possible for yourself has been raised, and with it, your potential for achievement has expanded exponentially. Decision-making, which might have once been a source of anxiety and procrastination, will become swifter and more assured. You'll trust your own judgment, knowing that even if a decision doesn't lead to the expected outcome, you have the resilience and adaptability to adjust and continue moving forward. As you continue to practice the concepts from this book, you'll notice something remarkable. Your results will improve with less and less conscious effort. It's like learning to ride a bicycle. At first, it requires all your focus and energy, but eventually, it becomes second nature. The beneficial habits you've cultivated will become instinctive, requiring less deliberate thought to maintain your confident state. This gradual shift from conscious effort to instinctive confidence is where the real magic happens. You'll experience a compound growth effect, where each success reinforces the next, creating an upward spiral of achievement and self-assurance. But here's where your journey truly becomes exciting: embracing an open-ended narrative. Your personal growth isn't a destination to be reached, but a lifelong process to be enjoyed. Each new challenge you face is an opportunity to evolve your confidence further, to add new tools to your arsenal, and to redefine what you believe is possible for yourself. As your self-belief expands, allow your future goals to shift and grow accordingly. The aspirations you have today may pale in comparison to what you'll believe possible a year, 5 years, or a decade from now. Embrace this evolution, knowing that each new chapter you write is building upon the strength of those that came before. Central to this ongoing journey is sustaining the belief that everything works in your favor. This doesn't mean that everything will always go smoothly or that you'll never face setbacks. Rather, it's about carrying forward the techniques you've learned, the reframing skills, the affirmations, the physical practices, and applying them consistently to whatever life presents. Trust in your adaptability. The confidence you've cultivated isn't rigid, it's flexible and resilient. It allows you to bend without breaking, to learn and grow from every experience, always moving forward with the unwavering belief that you are equal to any challenge. As we look beyond this book, I encourage you to identify new areas where you can apply your mindset techniques. Perhaps there are aspects of your life you haven't yet approached with this newfound confidence. Explore these areas, apply your tools, and watch as new opportunities unfold. Remember, this book is not an endpoint, but a starting line. You've equipped yourself with powerful tools and mindsets, but the real adventure lies in applying them to your unique life journey. The chapters ahead are yours to write, limited only by the boundaries of your expanding self-belief. Envision a future where doubt no longer dictates your path. Imagine the decisions you'll make, the risks you'll take, the achievements you'll celebrate when self-assurance is your default state. This future isn't a far-off fantasy. It's the natural progression of the journey you've begun. As we close this chapter and this book, I want to leave you with a profound truth. The most valuable asset you possess is not any single technique or strategy, but the mindset that everything is working in your favor. This belief, when deeply internalized and consistently reinforced, becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy of the most powerful kind. Your journey of unfolding chapters is just beginning. With each page you turn, each challenge you face, and each triumph you celebrate, you're not just living your life, you're authoring it. The confidence you've cultivated is your pen, your experiences are your ink, and the blank pages ahead are limitless in their potential. So, dear reader, as you close this book, know that you're opening the door to a future brighter than you've ever imagined. The tools are in your hands, the mindset is taking root in your psyche, and the path ahead is yours to define. Step forward with the unshakable belief that everything, yes, everything, is working in your favor. Your greatest chapters are yet to be written. But as you step into this new reality of unwavering confidence, you'll discover that your mind's creative power goes far deeper than you imagined. What if I told you that the visualization techniques you're about to master could literally reshape your physical reality? This is where the real magic begins. The next step in your journey will show you exactly how to harness this untapped potential in the audiobook, How to Visualize Instant Reality Shift. Tap the center of the video now to continue your transformation journey.